Yo, 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 what's going on? Anthony, I'm on the check-in. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's winter time, but it's a beautiful day today. It's going up to about 48 degrees. But, yo, check this out. I got to tell you this story. It's story time. This is part one of the story. This is when the rookie got his locker put in the showers. Okay, we were like fresh out of the academy. We might have been like 2 weeks out of the police academy. So what happens is 33rd Precinct is located, at that time, 165th Street between Amsterdam and Audubon Avenue, okay? So, and it was like, you know, the way the precinct was made up, it was a makeshift precinct temporarily. It was like made out of trailers, okay? Because we eventually moved over to the precinct on 173rd Street. So, we were there for like 2 weeks, and I'm not going to say the rookie's name, but what happened was he wound up giving a summons to another cop's family member, and the person presented a courtesy card to him, and he still wrote over it. So I come in to work that morning, and I go to use the bathroom. When I come out, I double back, and I noticed it was a locker in the shower. And I was like, what the hell? With the shower on, with the water pouring into the locker. So I said, oh, okay. So the rest of the guys are coming in. And during that time, we was in the field training unit. We were doing a 1 day shift 1 week and 1 night shift the next week. That's the way they did it. 7 to 3, 4 to 12, 7 to 3, 4 to 12. We was in training. We were 2 weeks out of the police academy. Mind you, we were the 9/11 class. So we was in academy for like 10 months, very long. You know what I'm saying? That longer than usual. So I was like, I said, whose locker is that in the shower? They were like, such and such. And I was like, really? I was like, what happened? They're like, yeah, like, you didn't hear? I said, nah. Then he said, yeah, he wrote another cop's family member a summons. And they presented him with the courtesy card. Well, they said, at that time, PBA cards, that's what they say, but we always say courtesy cards. So I was like, oh, wow. And back then that was a no-no. Back then when I got on it, even further back, it was a good old boys club. That's what it was. And you took care of your own. You get what I'm saying? I don't know about now. Now it's more like a business rather than a brother sisterhood. But it was just horrible. And I know his whole uniforms got wet, everything. But I got to give it to him. He took it under the chin. He didn't complain. I don't know how the hell he got his locker out, but he got his locker out. Didn't complain, didn't say nothing, and I guess he learned his lesson after that. But anyway, take note and take heed.